here. Oh, sorry, I had to be louder. Thank you all for having us. It's a pleasure to be part of such a big institution. This was a long and difficult road. We cycled for over 1,500 kilometers to get here. And in the name of everybody, I just want to say that it's been hard, but it's been worth it for the cause. We have here a document that we want to give you that states all the things that happened in our country in the past few months. And we would like to be part of the institution that fights for democracy. And we want to say that our government and media no longer represent the will of the people. And the reason for this whole action and the reason why we're here is to try to seek help from outside, from people, from the pillar of freedom that Europe has been for so long. And here states all the bad things and all the good things that have been happening in our country. And thank you all for having us.
Thank you. Ja prvo moram nešto da uradim pre nego što počnem. Da vam kažem dobrodošli. I da uradim ovo. I will speak in English now. I think we all understand each other because of our colleague. I think it's going to be easier. It's very important that you are here, and you have to know that we really appreciate that you all came and that you did such a long journey with such an incredible action. I know that I'm very proud of you, and it has been very emotional also for me, so I cannot even imagine how it was for you, or for the people that you represent, for the people from Serbia who were watching you, and I think you are really role models. Also for the politicians, not only in your country, because I think you did more than any of them in the last, I will say 12 years. You did more in these 12 days, just with the bicycles. And I can promise you, on behalf of the three of us, that we will do everything that we can to fight with you for a better future, not only for you guys or for Serbia, but also for the European Union as such, because you represent the values that we should represent as a union. I will stop now because I want to hear also from my colleagues, but especially from you. Okay? So let's have an exchange of views. Thank you.
Dobrodošli u Europski parlament i od mene. Lijepo vas je vidjet. Welcome all. It was really incredible actually watching from abroad what was developing in Serbia, and we've been following not only what is happening since December, we've been also following a lot of the protests related to the Jadar. As you also know, there has also been massive demonstrations. But what happened with your movement from December on is really something, I would say, a big changer. As Irena said, it's not only about Serbia, and I know for you it's most important that this change will happen in Serbia, but also from the perspective of us, from the EU perspective, we also need a kind of change in the European Union because the things are not brilliant back home here. And this is why what you are doing is much, I would say, bigger, and you know it's much bigger than you are actually thinking you are doing back home in Serbia. I'm coming from Croatia. Maybe you noticed, when was it, day before yesterday or yesterday, there was also a little student movement. People also, the students went out on the streets because of the unjust system of the judiciary in Croatia. And they for sure were inspired by you. And I think that you are delivering this inspiration across not the Europe, but the world. So keep on going fighting. I was before my political career an activist. Also, I was on the streets a lot, having a lot of demonstrations. Now I'm here in the institutions, and I like to say that with one hand I want to stand, with one leg I want to stand still on the streets, but with the other leg I'm in the institutions. And as Irena said, we will do whatever we can, and I think we manage at least to open a little bit this parliament towards the situation in Serbia, and there will be more opportunities already now in May when we will have discussion on Serbia, and we are here for you. If you have any inputs, what we have to say, how we can use our words in the parliament, let us know. We only have 1 minute of speaking time, so it's very restricted, so we have to put everything in 1 minute. But it's 3 of us, so it's already 3 minutes. And I think there will be much more people joining us. So if you have any messages to be delivered in May, let us know. Thank you very much for all you are doing. Thank you.
Hello to all of you. Dobre dan? Fabienne, I am a member of the parliament, like Irena and Gordon, and I am so impressed by the fact that not only you fight for your ideas, but you prove, you give your energy, and you show, as Irena said, that you are an example by biking 1,460 kilometers in 13 days. Great success. Admiration and congrats for this marvelous success. You can applaud yourself. In this parliament, for us we are moderate, it's essential to support all the rule of law rules, meaning freedom of expression, independence of justice, fight against corruption. We are going to have in a few weeks the new report on rule of law. That's a very important document describing the situation in each member state. And I am so impressed that young people like you fight for that, and it's an essential fact because it's drawing back in several countries in Europe. So your fight is a European fight for freedom and rule of law. Thank you for that. And last but not least, I must say, very impressed by the atmosphere yesterday night when you arrived. We were just admiring you. I admired more the girls, even more the girls, because I could never do it. Yeah, you can applaud the girls. Studies. I was in the 10%. You are 10%, huh? So I know how it is, but congrats, especially for you, but for you all. But the good spirit, I think it's very important. You are in a very constructive mood. You are fighting for really your beliefs. We in the parliament look always at the young, the youth, because it's the future. It's for the environment. We were engaged, the three of us, also a few years ago. When the youth are pushing something, it means that it's central, it's essential, and the way you are doing it deserves admiration. So thank you for that, and we are very proud to be able to discuss with you and now place to your questions, demands, and explanations about what you are fighting for. Thank you to all of you, and congrats again.
Neko pitanje, nešto zanima, komentar. Imamo još neko.
Ajde ti, ajde. Ajmo Veljko.
First of all, I want to thank the institution for recognizing our struggle. My colleague did that, but I cannot emphasize enough how much this means to us. For a lot of us, for all of us actually, we're just students. we don't have a leading degree. And for grown people who have established themselves, who have certain positions, and to recognize our struggle and our effort, it really means a lot to us. The question you have asked during your speeches was, what could you say for a minute each in the next sitting of Parliament? The key words and key points that I think all of us here would agree that should be in those 3 minutes are that corruption, lack of media coverage, complete media pressure on everybody who's against the regime are what led us to this situation. Zero accountability and zero transparency. That is something that triggered us, the students, and after that, the broader population in Serbia. Protests in Serbia have been in the quantities of hundreds of thousands of people. We constantly get false information from the people in the police, in the military, about the numbers in the protests. Our protests in Belgrade, Novi Sad, Kragujevac and Niš, and then Belgrade again, each counted over 150,000, which culminated in the protests in Belgrade on 15th of March. On that protest, the number of attendees of the protest is uncounted. That number was not, no institution was able to determine the number. We are realistically looking at a number north than 600,000 people. In that protest, 600,000 people. Yes.
That's 10% of the population.
Yes. This is a realistic, not optimistic number. During that protest, in 7 o'clock, there was 16 minutes of silence that was held for the deceased, for the fall of the canopy on the train on the railway station. During the 16 minutes, on the 7th minute of the silence, where people were gathered to mourn the deceased, the sound weapon was used. It was not the sound weapon. We think that it was a sound weapon, but the investigation was not held. It was a sonic boom that has dispersed the people. A lot of people that had pacemakers and other heart conditions had real trouble. Institutions, healthcare institutions, were banned to spread information about the people who were affected by this. That is the key point. That weapon is illegal in Serbia. That weapon, there is no information how that weapon got in Serbia, and also there is no information who authorized the use of it and who used the weapon. In a moment where we all mourned in silence, in a completely peaceful protest, like it has been for the past 5 months, somebody has used this weapon on the people who were standing still in silence in the streets. I think that the sound cannon is the culmination of what this regime is. It's something that deviates the truth, that uses its media, regime media, to completely spin the reality we live in. And they will use violence, and they have shown it since December, and violence they're ready to use in the ways they have used it in 15th of March. We cannot emphasize this enough, but the issue with this is that we, the students, we, the people of Serbia, we don't have the way to determine what that weapon was, what that boom, what that sound was. So we, the people from Serbia, the people who support this effort, we had a question to be asked: what to do after this? What to do after more than 600,000 people are on the streets and their sound cannon was used? What to do after? Our core principle since the very beginning was peaceful protest. We have held that. That is the precedent. By my knowledge, I think that's the precedent in the whole world. That protests have been held so long in such large numbers, with such large number of attendees, and have been completely peaceful. Government and close to government and regime media would send message to everybody if there was any sign of violence, and there was none. Only violence that had occurred in Serbia was from the other side. We, after that, have planned this tour and embarked on this journey. Protests in Serbia are going on still. Our struggle will not stop. We just are showing what we're ready to do. We're capable, we're determined, and we are ready to solve our country, to be it a better place for everyone.
Bravo, Veljo! Bravo, Veljko!
Ali zapamtite, nismo tu ni ja, ni mi, it is not me. It isn't even the organization. It's all of us. Not even 80 of us or 100 of us with the logistics here. It's about all the people, about the dozens of people back in Serbia, about the hundreds of people who are organizing stuff in Serbia. We're just the representatives. We're just a part, and we're just the tip of the iceberg. Thank you, everyone.
Bravo, Veljo, bravo!
Imaš neko potrebu nešto podijeliti?
Hello everybody, my name is Periovic. Yes, sorry. So I wanted to ask you, but I will start with this.